What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is Big Brother season 24 episode 4. So look, um it is basically now we have to, it's eviction night, right? So it's eviction night, but what we find out is that something happened last night, which I'm sure all of y'all know by now. But Paloma, right? Paloma, you know, was acting funny. She wasn't sleeping. She was sleep deprived. She was anxious. She started being incoherent, talking real crazy, real crazy. And I don't mean, I'm not, okay, talking real weird. Okay. I don't want to offend nobody by saying crazy. And so everybody in the house was getting worried about her. You know, she was saying weird things. She wasn't making sense. She was like, everybody knew she wasn't sleeping. And she even started telling people to vote, let her go, like vote her home, vote her out, vote her out. We know that we had this whole backstage crew surprise that they were cooking up. So they knew one of the people that was on the backstage crew could possibly have gone home. Now, couple of things that went on last night. We also saw a couple of other moves that were going on. Brittany, who was a part of the Ladies Alliance, was worried about her placement with the backstage crew, and she said, "Listen, I know Big Brother, and the fact that Cooch is the head of the backstage, he's the backstage boss. I figured that maybe he would have something to do with who stays and who goes. And so I thought maybe I would go talk to him a little bit and maybe try to, make a deal and rock him, sock him with him." And basically, she offered the only thing she could offer at this point, which is basically, I won't send you home. If I'm in power next week, I won't send you home. And Cooch immediately goes back and and she said that and she throws the mirror under the bus. Cooch immediately goes back and ends up throwing Brittany under the bus. So now, of course, the ladies are now looking at her sideways like, dang, like the All Girls Alliance, it done blown up already. Let me be clear. There was never going to be a Girls Alliance. It was going to always blow up. It's too early in the game, and it was too many damn people. Moving on. I don't know why people haven't learned what goes wrong, why it goes wrong. But anyway, so we had that whole thing going on. So Pooch, you are not to be trusted because you had no reason in the world to take that conversation back. Like, you're not in an alliance with anybody. Matter of fact, the guys already were eliminating you from, they did a side alliance with Paloma, Alyssa, Amira, Monty, and what's the Christian? I want to make sure I'm getting the name right, y'all. No, Joseph. And by default, they included Kyle. And Kyle wasn't all that impressed to be part of the alliance, but he said, "Listen, one thing I know about Big Brother is you don't turn down an alliance." He said, "But I didn't go looking for them. I didn't go seeking them out. They came to me. So that doesn't, so I said yes, but it don't really mean I'm working with them. If if it's to my advantage to do something different, then I'm gonna do something different." But what we find out while all of this is going on, what we find out is that Paloma still is not doing very well. We see her go into the diary room, and basically she never comes out. Daniel has to bring everybody together and let them know that Paloma has left the game due to, basically her mental health issues. She's leaving the game. And of course, everybody was all upset and they all are crying. And Monty talking about some let's pray. First of all, am I wrong that I didn't care? Is that bad that I didn't care? I mean, I don't wish no, I certainly, I don't wish no bad on her. But let me be honest, I could care less because I feel like she made up her mind that she didn't like Taylor for whatever reason. I'm not gonna go down that road. Whether it's racial, whether it's just because Taylor is prettier than her, whether it's because Taylor, the girls liked her. I mean, the guys liked her. I don't know what her issue was with Taylor, but she went out of her way to make Taylor's life a living hell. Okay, and I mean, don't get me wrong. The house played their part too, including Terrence, including the chef who I gave credit to. Y'all told me in my comments that the chef was on with the bullshit too. And when Taylor broke down crying, it's because people wouldn't talk to her. And every time she walked into a room, people got up and left. Like, I cannot imagine. You talk about somebody's mental health. You talking about dealing with somebody's mental health. I cannot imagine having to deal with that. So yeah, Paloma, girl, I don't wish you no bad. I just don't wish you nothing. Because I honestly feel like, if you want to get into conspiracy theories, I really feel like this was CBS's way of dealing with the Taylor backlash rather than them having to scrap the whole season. It's like, well, let's get rid of the person that we feel like is the problem, but let's let them leave so that they're not humiliated. Let them leave, and that's what we're going to do. Because in 24 years of this show, you're not going to tell me that people didn't have issues that they needed to deal with and that they didn't go stir crazy and they didn't have to, anyway, whatever. She gone, child. I ain't about to keep talking about that. She gone. So what we found out was that last night's eviction wasn't going to be the traditional eviction, right? They were going to, the three ladies who were on the backstage team were going to compete against Terrence and Taylor, who were on the block. And basically, the person who lost the competition was going to be the person that was going home. But one person, America voted for one person to be safe. And the person that they voted to be safe, which ironically is Brittany, the one who was out here trying to make deals, wheeling, dealing to try to save herself, was the person who was safe all along. I found that to be very interesting, but neither here nor there. So, because Paloma went home, because they were going to do the non-traditional elimination, basically nobody got evicted last night. Everybody lives to see another day. So Terrence and Taylor, you're safe for a minute. The HOH competition is in two parts. The first part is everybody has to go through this maze, and the first person to get through the maze wins that heap. And then those people compete to see who wins HOH. Now, the only thing they televised was the first heap. They did not televise the second heap, even though I do know who is HOH. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish going through this, telling y'all who competed and all that good stuff, and then I'll tell y'all who HOH is. That way, if you want to click off, you can click off. Okay? If you want to wait until Sunday night's episode, okay. First heat was Pooch versus Michael. Michael won. Second heat was Taylor versus Alyssa. Alyssa won. Third heat, Indy versus Joseph. Joseph won. Fourth heat, Brittany versus Amira. Amira won. Sixth heat was Jasmine versus Terrence. Now, Jasmine won, but she hurt her ankle in the process, and her ass was laid out. I guess they wanted to wait because this was a live show. They couldn't stop to get her the medical attention, child, to the end. Anyway. Then it was Kyle versus Turner. Kyle won. Monty versus Nicole, and Monty won. Now, like I said, so that means Monty, Kyle, Jasmine, Amira, Joseph, Alyssa, and Michael all competed to be HOH. If you don't want to know who the new HOH is, click the video off now. Child, Jasmine is the new HOH, and I'm not happy about it. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it because I don't like Jasmine. I thought I was going to like Jasmine. I wanted to like Jasmine, but I don't like her. Okay? I don't like how she was all up Paloma's ass. I don't like how she was coming for Taylor, too. I don't like it. And now she's coming for Brittany. So, because of what happened with Brittany and Brittany lying about backstabbing them with the alliance, I feel like Brittany is on her radar. And, of course, Taylor's going to be on her radar, child. But we'll see what ends up happening. We'll see who's who and what's what. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.